Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are on our third winter here in the Midwest. If you don't know what the third winter is, it's when you have your first winter and it starts to get really nice, warm weather for like a week or two, and then bam, you're blasted with more snow or cold weather. And then it gets really nice again and bulbs start popping up. My daffodils are coming up and we had nice weather for like a good 2 weeks, and then bam, we've got more snow. And we're supposed to have snow and cold weather for at least another week or so, like really cold weather. I'm over it. I think most of us are over it. I was ready for spring, and watching my tulips start to come up, I got excited. It's, you know, it's overcast too, so the house is a little bit darker. We just had daylight savings time, so we had to move our clocks an hour ahead of time. And you don't even think about how much that messes up your sleep schedule. So we're all a little bit groggy and tired around here. So I was gonna pop on over to Trader Joe's and get some flowers. I love the flowers that they have there. I was going to make my own arrangement to add a little bit of fun color and maybe feel like it's spring indoors, even though it is not spring outdoors. We're gonna pop on over there. I'm gonna grab my coffee, just drop the kids off at school. Okay, so we did make it back home. I always get really uncomfortable filming in stores. People look at you funny, so Trader Joe's always has a really great selection of just unique kind of different things. So I wanted to show you guys what I got today. They had tulips, they had all sorts of stuff. One of the reasons why I like going to Trader Joe's is they usually have hydrangeas. These are kind of smashed, but I still love them and wanted to get them. I think they were like 3 stems for like $4.99 or something. They also have a really good selection of, they had, you know, your roses and your tulips. There is this wax flower that I got. I just really love the airiness of it and the purple stems. I think this will look great. It reminds me of spring, you know, a fresh spring flower coming up. And then I got these guys. These are Crospedia. I'm not a big yellow flower fan, but I thought these were really kind of unique, and they kind of are that mustardy yellow, which I do like mustard yellow. So I thought these would add a fun, whimsical element to the bouquet, and they do scream kind of like early spring. Their fillers are really great too. I got this one. I don't know what it's called exactly, but it's really pretty. It kind of reminds me of like the moss effect. This filler, this almost looks like boxwoods. It just says assorted greens. There's my dogs. But these are like, they look like boxwoods, and I thought these were really pretty too. This adds a little bit of different texture in the bouquet aside from like the colors. So I'm gonna get a vase right now, and I'm gonna start preparing my little bouquets and opening them up, maybe put them in some water for a while because they've been out of water for, I don't know, 30 minutes. Hydrate them a bit, defoliate where I need to defoliate, and then we'll get arranging them in the vase. Also, I just wanted to say thank you so much for your feedback on the greenhouse. I had a bunch of you guys tell me how you think I should put it more in a shaded area in the summer because it's going to be super, super hot and I won't want to go in there. And you're right, and it's definitely forced me to rethink everything. That back spot where the treehouse was, or is still, was my original plan to put that greenhouse just because I thought it would fit cute there. My concern is that the big tree to the, I think it's the west of us, it's really big, and obviously in the winter and early spring there's no leaves on it, so it's not, you know, there's a little bit of filtered sun, but it's for the most part in a lot of sun. but I have to see if it's like an early bloomer. I shouldn't say bloomer. I have to see if it leaves out early. I don't think it's like one of the first trees to leaf out in the spring, but even if it is like an early leaf out, that will significantly impact where I put it, because our last frost date is like mid-May-ish, and even then, I mean, you have to be super careful because we get some really chilly nights. So I have to be careful if I'm going to be planting seedlings in there, making sure that they do get enough sun up until at least about June. I might have to wait and put a hold on the greenhouse just to kind of see how the sun falls with that tree. We're inching to get out there, and we're inching to like start the foundation of it and the layout so we can actually start putting it together. It's just been so cold, and now I'm rethinking where I'm putting it. So thank you guys for your feedback though. I really do appreciate it, and thank you so much for all of your comments. I am gonna just start opening these up first, and then I'm gonna put them in some water. This was that basket I got from Walmart. It's like the 9.4 inch basket. It's the smaller one. I think it was $12.95. Super cute. It's actually lined with plastic, and there's no drainage holes. So this is gonna make just a cute little basket for right now. So this is what I'm gonna put my flowers in, just to soak them for a little bit. This was the Better Homes and Gardens basket. Okay, so I took them all out of their package. You know, this just in the basket by itself looks really cute. I almost want to leave it in the basket, but I don't want to leave a lot of water in this thing. I don't think it's really meant to be necessarily a vase. It's more of a planter. I guess I could. I mean, it's very cute. It almost looks like, you know, you went to the flower market and just bought a bunch of flowers. But while these are hydrating, I'm gonna go ahead and put the plant preserve in like that. And then we're gonna mix. The first thing I want to do is, I think, start with some of the bigger, bulkier foliage that are what I think these are boxwoods. They look very much like boxwoods. So I'm going to start with these, and I'm going to build. This is going to be going on my fireplace mantle, so I'm going to build the back to front. So there's going to be more height and structure in the back. So I'm going to start by taking off a lot of these, like all these little branches and foliage down here. You're not going to see them, and there's no reason to have them on here. It's going to be another thing that this plant has to hydrate, so we don't need them. This is not a very big, like wide base on the top, so I don't feel like once I start putting stuff in here, they're gonna start standing up together. Sometimes I'll put like Scotch tape and divide this off into different like squares so I can stick them in, but we're gonna be packing a lot in, so it's gonna start to stand on its own. With the hydrangeas. These hydrangeas look a little flat, but that's all right. So we're gonna have to probably cut a little bit off. Let's see here. About that much. pretty in here. So this is what we've got so far. I like the height in the back. I almost want to add another one just to give it, I don't know. We'll see, we'll keep building. I think we have enough pink, but I could use more pink in the front, so we'll add a little bit more of this in the front. Here's a good one. I decided to clump the yellow bits, and I did a smaller clump in front of the vase here, like 3 of them, and then I did the 4 over here on the opposite side just to kind of give it a little bit of a fit. I'm pretty happy with the way that it looks. I am not a floral designer, so this is me just going to the store and picking up some bouquets and having a little fun. I'm gonna go put this on the mantle. Alright, that's the finished product, guys. Let me know what you think. I am not a floral designer, but I needed to add a little bit of brightness and cheer into the house because we have the winter blues here. I am probably going to be starting on a new project, an indoor DIY project, just because we're still waiting on the weather to get nice. But I am looking to frame out this whole fireplace. This is a fake, like, artificial fireplace. We don't have a real wood-burning fireplace in our house, but these are great because they run on the gel cans, and so they get warm just like a fireplace. They even crackle like a fireplace, so they have the same effect, and I really love this piece, but it's a little bit old and beaten up. You see our little command hooks from where we put our stockings, but I did want to kind of frame it out with some board and batten to make it look like it belongs there and it's not just a piece of furniture. So that's going to be my next project, maybe later on this week. We already have the boards. I keep tripping on them actually right now. But I also was thinking of painting it just to kind of add that real dramatic contrast in this room. There's a lot of white walls and there's a lot left to do in this room. I really love this plum color. It's called Deep Merlot. I don't know if you can see it very well. I know some of you are gonna say it's too dark. And it might be, but this needs a good paint job, and I do want to kind of frame it out so it looks like it's one. I'm just having these colors kind of sit here for a little bit. I don't like to make decisions too quickly, so I have to kind of sit here and like sit on it and look at it every day and see how I feel about that color. But I'm gonna do the board and batten first, I think, later on this week. So that might be the next video. I know it's not necessarily garden related, but I can't get into my garden right now. It's just too cold, it's too wet. I need to finish up some projects around the house. Those dog nails, man, they need to be clipped. Woo! Thank you so much for watching today, guys. And if you liked this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to our channel. We have a lot more gardening projects on the way this spring and summer, and maybe a DIY project or two. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.